You know that complex coffee machine in your office break room? Yeah, that one. It's an absolute marvel of engineering, but keeping it running perfectly, well, that takes an incredible amount of work. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain and shadow a technician through the meticulous, day-long overhaul of a Virtu machine, taking it from broken down to basically brand new from the inside out.
Okay, so our entire story unfolds over just a single day. And this right here is our roadmap. We're starting at the crack of dawn with a diagnosis and a complete teardown. From there, it's into a deep clean, a super careful reassembly after lunch, and finally some serious testing, all leading to a fully restored machine by 3:30 in the afternoon. Let's get into it.
And so it begins. It's 7 a.m., and our patient is on the table. First things first, check the shop tag to see what the reported problems are. Then, the methodical process of a complete disassembly kicks off. And I mean complete. Every single component is coming out.
And right away, we see a small but honestly brilliant trick of the trade. Before the teardown goes any further, a simple zip tie gets placed on the Coffee 3 motor wires. It's just a tiny bit of foresight that prevents them from getting yanked out by accident during all the work ahead. It really is all in the details, isn't it? Now, while the main systems are being prepped, a whole other process starts up. All the non-electrical guts of the machine, we're talking every tube, tray, and holder, are submerged in a bath of hot water and cascade. This chemical soak immediately starts attacking all that caked-on grime and coffee gunk, really kickstarting the deep clean. Okay, now we are entering the most intensive part of the entire day, the deep clean. This is where the machine's core is literally purged of all impurities, and every single critical component is meticulously rebuilt from the ground up. 3. That's the magic number here. 3 hours is the minimum time required for the next step, descaling the machine's 2 boilers. A powerful descaling powder circulates through them to completely dissolve any mineral buildup, and that is an absolutely essential step for proper temperature and performance. This is, by far, the single longest task of the entire day. So, while that 3-hour descaling is running, you might think there's downtime. Nope, not at all. The technician moves on to checking every single motor for what's called continuity. You can think of it as a critical electrical health check. They're making sure the circuit is complete, but also that electricity isn't shorting out to the metal motor housing. If a motor fails this test, it's replaced with a new one, period. With the deep clean well underway, the focus now shifts to rebuilding the very heart of the machine. The parts that were soaking are now clean, they're dry, and they're ready for reassembly. This is where a technician's precision is just absolutely critical to get everything back to perfect factory specs. And this brings us to a core principle, a golden rule of a quality repair. You never, ever replace a broken part with a used one. It might seem obvious, but it's a strict rule. Any component that shows even a hint of damage or wear gets replaced with a brand new part. It's all about ensuring long-term reliability. No exceptions. Okay, now we're getting into the real heart of the coffee maker, the CoEx brew group. This is where the magic happens, and it is being completely rebuilt. We're talking new seals, like these very specific color-coded U-cup rings, which are vital for maintaining the exact pressure needed for a perfect cup. Even tiny details are critical, like making sure this little retaining pin is perfectly recessed. I mean, if it sticks out even a fraction, it could scrape and completely ruin the brand new cylinder. Right before breaking for a well-deserved lunch, the now empty machine chassis gets a full cleaning. The boilers are drained and flushed not once, but twice. Then, the entire cabinet is scrubbed inside and out with simple green and soapy water, and then it's left to completely air dry. This creates a perfectly clean foundation for the final reassembly. All right, lunch is over, and the final phase begins. All those meticulously cleaned, repaired, and rebuilt components are laid out, ready to be carefully reinstalled into that pristine main cabinet. The machine is about to become whole again. Now, this isn't just about putting parts back where they came from. It's about upgrading. New whipping propellers go in for better mixing. New rubber shock absorbers are fitted to the grinder to cut down on vibration and noise. And of course, every single screw is meticulously tightened. Any last-minute repairs are also handled right here. Here's another one of those clever bits of preventative maintenance. Before the main brewer is even installed, a special rinse is run through the internal water connection. So why do this? Well, it's to flush out any hidden stray coffee grounds that could cause a clog way down the line. It's all about thinking ahead. And now, we've reached it, the final and most critical phase. After 8 hours of painstaking work, it's time to see if it all paid off. This is the moment of truth. the fully assembled machine now gets put through a final gauntlet. First, a chemical tablet cleaning cycle is run. Then, the boilers are allowed to come all the way up to full temperature. And then the technician tests every single drink option on the menu to confirm it dispenses perfectly, all while listening and looking for any weird sounds or the slightest hint of a leak. And just like that, at 3:30 p.m., the job is complete. The machine is powered down, the boiler is drained one last time, and it's all buttoned up. The power cord gets wrapped, the drip tray is taped to the top, and the final service report is written, documenting a full day of hard work. So the next time you press a button for a quick cup of coffee, maybe you'll think about the immense, almost invisible world of precision and care that keeps that machine running. An entire day of work, all to make sure your simple cup of coffee is perfect, every single time. Thanks for joining me on this explainer.